Hey fam, welcome to I Love Me, Me, Me and my love room. And today we are going to discuss places to go to meet great quality men. I get this question asked a lot. Where are the quality men? Where are the quality men? So I wanted to come and address it today. And before I get into the list, let me just say that these places you go, you have to be passionate about them in order to be able to strike up a conversation and it be natural for you. So you have to be passionate about it, something that you've already done or are into, in order to be able to engage the conversation. You can always pull the damsel in distress and go and speak to them and say, anything just for the guy to explain what's going on and for them to help you, because we know that guys like to help. So you can play damsel in distress and visit one of these places. But in order for you to feel comfortable enough to approach a guy, even if you see him struggling, or if you want to just approach, because in the beginning we only see the physical. So in the beginning you see that he is your physical type. You have to be able to step outside of your box and be able to approach. That's one of the things. The second thing is you have to stop waiting around for the guys to always approach. Now, it's 2015, and I know that old school dating, we want to be pursued and want the man to always come and talk to us first. But please keep this in mind. You stand out to the man when you make the first step to approach, because women don't do it. Or I can't say 100% of women. Most women don't approach. So it's very refreshing to the man when you take the first step to approach them. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now let's get into the list. So the first place that you can go, I'm sorry, it's something on my nose. It's ridiculous. So the first place that you could go is any place where they have prepared meals. So you could go roughly around like dinner time or right before dinner time, in between like 5 and 7 p.m. Go to like the local grocery store that serves prepared meals, and you just have to step outside of your comfort zone and approach the guy that's in that particular area. You can make it something funny. Oh, you didn't cook tonight? Or, so what are we having tonight? Anything to approach and be able to start the conversation off. So go to any of the places that sell prepared meals where, again, you go around dinner time so you can have a higher chance of running into a guy. Another place that you could go to is the bookstore or the library. So you're into books, go to the bookstore or library, sit in the quiet area, and you're doing your research or whatever, or you're reading, but don't be so engrossed in what you're doing that you don't notice your environment, that you don't notice anybody around you. And let me also say, do not have your earbuds in your ears, because that is an indication that you don't want to be bothered. So take the earbuds out of your ears, and you open up the door of being able to approach someone. The bookstore is a little bit better than the library just because you can approach them and it's not necessarily a place where you have to be quiet. So again, you can play the damsel in distress. Just walk up to said guy and say, hey, what are you reading? Or what is this author? I've never heard of this title. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? Again, they love to show what they know. So he's going to yap, and just to let you know what he knows, okay? Another place that you can go is just out to eat by yourself. Some women just do not like to go out and eat by themselves, but you actually open up the door for more men to approach you when you are by yourself, especially if you have a warm, inviting attitude and you're smiling, and you're just not closed off. Again, don't be on your cell phone if you're single and you're wanting to engage in conversation with a guy that you're interested in. Put that cell phone away. Don't have in your earbuds. Just be open and willing to have a conversation. You can go and sit at the bar. You don't necessarily have to sit by yourself at a table, but go to the bar and be open and willing to have a conversation. And again, don't be afraid to start the conversation. So that's that. I know that a lot of women are into sports just as well as men are. So go to a sporting event, put on one of the jerseys or the hats and everything, and go and enjoy the sports. And don't sit by yourself. Go and interrupt, because they love it. Go and interrupt the men and get their opinion, or start teasing them about the team that they're on. When they start yelling and getting into the game, you join in too. They'll see that you're a woman. They're like, oh, we don't have women to say stuff to us much, so they'll want to engage you. So go out to the sporting events. That's another one. Another place that you could go to is local community events just around your city. Again, you have to be open and willing to talk to people. I'm going to keep repeating that. You have to be open and willing to step outside of your comfort zone and be ready to chat it up about whatever is going on. And just figure out what's going on. Well, what's this? Why are we in line for this? Anything to break the ice is basically what you're going for. Another thing that you could do is, if you're into the arts, specifically collecting art or something like that, go to an opening of an arts gallery and go and just enjoy. You want to enjoy it because this is something that you're passionate about, but you can also hold an intelligent conversation with a potential guy, and you can also see what he's into, what artist is he into, if he has a collection. This is something that you can actually talk, have an easier conversation about, because you're into this thing. The next thing is wine shops. If you are into wine, men are into wine just as well as women, and you go into the wine shop, and again, you can play the damsel in distress. And I was wondering about red wine. I'm starting to get into red wine. What do you suggest? Or what are you drinking? Why do you like it? How did you get into it? Anything to break the ice, as I said. So go to wine shops if you're into wine. If there's something that you can actually speak about, and maybe you can help him pick out some wine, because he's sitting over there fumbling. So again, just be open and ready to have a conversation. Another thing is volunteering. They have volunteer opportunities all over everybody's city. You can go and serve food to the homeless. You can help to, what am I trying to say? Habitat for Humanity, build homes. There are plethora of volunteering opportunities. But again, be ready to chat it up, hold a conversation. Another thing is, if you have pets, if you, specifically dogs, go to the dog park. Go by yourself. Don't go with your friends. Take the earbuds out of your ear. Don't be on your cell phone. Be ready to open up yourself to a conversation. Go over and ask them what's their dog, what type of dog. Even if you know, who cares? Go over and walk over and say, oh, what type of dog is this? I love it. Start petting the dog, engaging with the dog. Maybe the two dogs that you have are, sniffing, doing their whole little welcoming thing that they do. And you are chatting it up with the owner. How long have you had the dog? Do you want any more dogs? Blah, 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 blah. But again, you're passionate about your dog. You can actually speak about your dog, and it actually decreases the anxiety that some of us have when we're going to walk over and say something. And the very last thing that I could suggest, which is a really good one, is through your friends. So anytime your friends are is having a co-ed gathering, make sure that you go, because you just never know who's going to be there. And again, be ready to open and be ready to be open and have conversations with them. Be in the moment, as I've said previously. Enjoy yourself, laugh and joke, just have fun, and you will notice that a whole different world will open up to you, and you will meet more quality men. Okay, so these are my 10 things. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Make sure that you subscribe, and definitely submit all of my stuff or to the social media. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, by the way, the next video is for the men, which is great places to meet quality women. So make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, to keep up with the thought-provoking content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.